Savani to me is I made this name forever ago when I was playing that game called The Last Remnant, and there was these like four-armed furry dudes called Savani, and I thought they were cool.
Not a huge fan of furries.
Well, I don't think like beast-like creatures. To me, furries is a problem when it's being sexualized.
Phrase?
But like beast,
I'm okay with that actually. Cause,
Beastman
like,
is
Lola
fun.
Bunny, like holy shit, she's hot as fuck.
I don't know if you heard me, but not to say you've said anything wrong so far, but I'm streaming as well.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, I was just letting you know. More for my safety than your own.
Oh, okay. I won't say the N word.
Like you normally do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea how well I'm gonna play this early. I never play this early in the morning.
I am utterly and thoroughly sleep deprived. I'm barely keeping up with what you guys are saying. I cannot imagine myself playing Brood War right now.
I'm going to go back to bed in a bit.
I'm doing this for Keen's entertainment.
Thank you.
Are you sure about that, Dean? You sound pretty energetic to me, man.
Yeah, I am sure.
I feel like there's no shot that I play well right now. It has to be impossible.
You're doing pretty well so far.
That's true.
How are you feeling about your TVZ these days?
It's fine. It's okay. I got sick boosting on that. Are you impressed?
Goose. Oh yeah, big impressed. What is your favorite Mexican food?
Tacos.
Can you be more
De
It's
specific?
pronounced tacos.
tacos de al pastor are
Really?
phenomenal.
Okay, so I love Al Pastor,
Hell yes.
but how do you feel about the pineapple?
I don't mind. I don't mind it. I don't ask for it, but if I'm given pineapple, I'll take it.
I don't ask for it either, but I've had it without pineapple, and I think I prefer without pineapple. But like, if they give me pineapple, I'm not gonna like complain, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same boat.
But generally, I don't like. I think pineapple is delicious, but like, I am a pineapple on pizza hater.
It's awful.
Ah,
Well, for
what
me,
a conundrum.
it's not even necessarily just about the taste, but like the texture, the juiciness.
Yeah, it doesn't fit on pizza.
I just don't like it. But I'm pretty picky about my pizza toppings. I don't like peppers or onions.
You know something that PB discovered recently that I was quite surprised by. Tacos de suadero.
What is that? I've never heard of that. What is that?
Oh my god, you're missing out, brother. They are greasier than al pastor, but boy, they're fucking delicious.
Oh, I like greasy.
Yeah, give them a try. I
Well,
try
what-
not to have them too often.
What are they though?
I believe it's a gland. Let me check. Let me verify. Hold on.
Suaderos?
Mhm,
Suaderos? Like
exactly right.
Suaderos?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confusing it. Suadero is what I'm talking about. It is not a gland. Suadero is part of the either the chest or the tummy.
Okay.
So
that
it's
sounds
very
good.
soft and greasy. It's delicious.
Interesting. I will have to try them. I probably won't be able to try them until like the next time I go to Los Angeles or something.
There should be Mexican food in all of California, right?
Well, yeah, but I have never seen tacos suaderos.
I'm surprised.
my region.
I mean, I'm surprised because down here in Mexico, I see them all the time. Duh. But it's not a special dish or anything. I guess it's just not popular, north of the border for some reason. But yeah, I would say those two are my favorite Mexican dishes.
Typically, suadero is confited or fried and uses taco filling.
Don't know this bunker.
Confit is such an intimidating term, but it literally just means like cooked slowly. I think it's
I should
funny.
have been this
There's
bunker.
so many cooking terms that are just like they sound really fancy, and but it just means like, hey, you cook it in a pan.
Like saute.
Yeah, but saute is actually saute is like one of the first words you learn when you cook, so that I'll give that one a pass, but like confit, it sounds like something that you only get at like a fucking Michelin star restaurant or something. But all it means is like cook it a long time.
I forgot my depot. The game's over. Now what do I do?
If this game ends, I'll play you, Azzy. Assuming you consent, of course.
I didn't have 3 on gas either, so I can't even start my range. Spire just now started?
It's a 5:30 Spire.
What happened?
What rank is this guy?
He's unranked.
Does he have a third?
God, it's been so long since I've had duck.
Oh,
Ah, that explains it.
we're going as fast as we can here. We're stimming now.
Duck is so good.
I would be extra cautious of hold position lurkers here.
You can't have them yet. There's no way.
6 minutes? You probably have them.
6 minutes?
No, not this guy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Ken.
God damn it, Ozzy. Ozzy.
I told you, this is when I'm playing in the morning, my desire to play like well is like 0%.
What is this Zerg gonna do? Stab me? God damn it.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I was reading about a woman yesterday who committed suicide by falling on a knife 20 times in her home.
What?
Like, tragic,
Oh,
It's a real mental health crisis. You have to stop the epidemic of people falling on knives or, shooting themselves dozens of times.
yes. Yes. Hold on, I need to clip that. I need to go to Ozzy's stream before it's too late and clip it.
If I'm playing this early in the morning, we can't take it so serious. It's one of the rules.
It's one of the rules?
Yep.
I'm not taking it that seriously.
I can't clip it. I can't clip it on mobile? What the fuck is this? Oh, there it is. Okay. There you go.
I just gets to rush Hive. But here's the thing.
Hmm.
It's only 3 liquors.
Did someone page me?
Do it. Do it.
Did someone page me?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was like
Oh.
10 seconds too late. That's quite unfortunate. High ground. Oh no.
Stem, run, go.
No. No, because then the Zerglings come and they eat these guys alive.
There are no Zerglings.
The Zerglings come and eat them like M&Ms.
The Zerglings are not going to come.
Need medical attention?
Not from this guy.
There's no Zerglings.
Your forces are under attack. Research complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
I can't put this here.
I'll take responsibility for this loss, Ozzy.
I don't care. Like, genuinely, my care is very close to 0.
Well, fine, I won't take responsibility for it then.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Did someone
Jeez.
page me? Right away.
You can and you will.
Well, I can, but I won't now.
Insufficient vessel.
After you hurt my feelings like that. Did you ever watch The Mist?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie, huh?
I really enjoyed it, yeah.
I like that tapping. That was fun.
I like how they all kill themselves at the end.
For no reason.
Except for the Punisher.
That
guy.
was a, yeah, they changed the ending from the book.
What was the ending in the book?
Different.
I do not remember because I enjoyed the movie more. The Mist.
I've never read any Stephen King books, but I feel like I should.
Stephen King, his horror books, there are some pretty like most. It's hit or miss.
Well, he pumps them out like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
very prolific. But it's kind of I feel that's like par for the course when you're writing a book like every 8 months or whatever. They can't all be fucking hits. But I like a lot of the movies that are based on his works. Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's based on one of his short stories.
Did someone page me?
Okay, in the book, you know, they're driving. They stop to rest for the night, and then they hear somebody speaking on the radio, which like gives them hope. And then that's it. There isn't like a super tragic. Oh my god. Ending or anything. Ooh. I have
Probably,
heard
I can't
that
see it anymore.
his book series, the Dark Tower, I believe they're called, is actually very, very good.
Yeah, I want to read that at some point, but I've seen like a few things here and there. Like I think the first one in the series is like really shitty because it was like one of the first books that he came up with. Not necessarily wrote, but like it was very early in his writing career that he finished it. So that one is like the odd book out. It's like pretty low quality, and then it gets like way better after that.
Oh, that's
But
good to know.
It sounds like it's very sprawling, I guess, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it links like a bunch of
Other books and stories.
yeah.
and whatnot.
This is so that's one of the dilemmas that I have, you know, because I feel like I should have an aspiration to like read a bunch of his shit to like understand all the references to fully appreciate it, but I'm also lazy. You know, ain't nobody got time for that shit. So
I've been reading mean, I am reading Philip K. Dick.
Oh yeah. How do you like? What are you reading from him?
Forces are under
I am currently reading Time Out of Joint.
I've never even heard of that.
I
It's-
didn't cancel.
Like, I just read a bunch of his short stories,
Hmm.
and I found them really compelling. And now this is the first book proper of his that I'm reading. I like it. It's hard for me to explain, but I like the paranoia in the book.
Hmm.
His characters have his style of writing is like his characters don't know if the protagonists of his stories don't know if they're human, they don't know if their reality is real, and they don't know if somebody is manipulating him into having these doubts.
Damn, that sounds just like me.
Dude, he writes so well, and it's like every time something weird happens in the story, like I get the cold sweats, man. It's so unnerving. It's so weird.
the forces are under attack.
Here, I'll give you an example. In this story, Time Out of Joint, the protagonist he doesn't have a job. He makes money by solving some newspaper puzzles and earning cash prizes for that.
Holy shit, dude! I wish that was my
And
job.
and the like the newspaper puzzle, like there's like every week or every day or whatever, there's a puzzle at the back of the newspaper with like a huge like grid of 19 by 19 squares, and you're given like a set of hints, and then you have to guess which square is the one that was chosen for that week's challenge, right?
Hmm.
But the hints are just completely like they're vague, they are whimsical, they're just random.
That seems a
and at
little harder
one
than
point-
the crosswords though, too.
Yeah, it's like crosswords on steroids. But there's a point in the story where the protagonist is like, hold on, I've solved every single one of these puzzles for the past like 3 years. Right? And I'm starting to think like, is there actually, am I actually getting the right answers? Do the hints mean anything?
Yeah.
Like, or maybe the newspaper is just letting me win for
Oh.
aesthetic reasons. Maybe they want their readers to see my name so that, the readers read a familiar name week after week and they start developing a sense of trust and familiarity with the newspaper through my name. So maybe I'm not solving puzzles at all. Maybe I'm just like being used for a marketing scheme.
Probably true.
Right, but like the level of like what the fuck is going on it's wild. Who comes up with that?
Yeah. Well, I think he probably did a lot of drugs,
Your forces are under attack.
Oh yeah.
but I respect that. I respect.
Does he have the space? Okay.
Your forces are under attack.
I've never read any Philip K. Dick, but I do know he's like incredibly well acclaimed.
Add-on complete.
Like
Dude.
a huge influence on the sci-fi genre.
The short stories that I was reading before, like he wrote them, in the 50s and 60s, right? They could very well be Black Mirror episodes. Like his familiarity with like technology and its impact on people was way ahead of his time.
Your
I,
forces are
um,
under attack.
So there's a little like 10-minute or so video called it's a spin-off of
Forces
like a wider documentary called Everything Is Remix, but this one is like The Matrix is a remix, and it's like 10 minutes or so just like showing clips of like old kung fu movies and sci-fi influences, and like
Okay.
juxtaposing them against like the scenes that they directly influenced in The Matrix. And one of the clips that they show is from Philip K. Dick. It's from a conference that he was
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
speaking at in like the 60s, and he's literally
Yeah.
saying like, you know, the world that we live in is a computer simulation and blah blah blah. And then he's like talking about some other story elements that like directly influenced The Matrix. But like,
I know
think about that.
exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, you do?
I have seen this interview. Reality isn't real, but God is. Reality is just like God sending us messages through mediums. It's like he firmly believes that like he's receiving instructions from God. It's
Well, I think it's so amazing, even just the phrasing, like we are living in a computer simulation. Like, I have to wonder how the audience would react to that statement in the 60s when the only computers that existed were at some very, very, very prestigious universities, and they set up like an entire laboratory.
yeah, like
Like, it was not
apartment-sized calculators.
it was
Yeah,
not a part of like the general consciousness or like culture at that point. And to come up with something like that is kind of profound, in my opinion, back
Yeah.
then.
yeah, 100%.
But I mean, that's kind of always been the case with science fiction. There's been like these essentially like visionary authors. I mean, like the whole genre of cyberpunk started with William Gibson in the 80s, the early 80s.
Yeah. I must say, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I can't read William Gibson's books, man. I tried reading
Oh.
Neuronomicon. His conception
You
of
mean Neuromancer?
Neuromancer, sorry. Yeah, I tried reading Neuromancer, and look, he's good, and he has some very cool concepts, but the way he envisioned like cyberspace and virtual reality, it's so corny. It's so bad.
I actually completely agree with you. I also tried reading Neuromancer, and I was very bored, and I like dropped it very quickly. I do really like Neil Stephenson, though.
Mm-hmm.
Snow Crash was the first book of his that I understand that Snow Crash is like kind of a parody of Cyberpunk, but I still love it. It was like, I've read it like multiple times. I love Neil Stephenson. He's so fun, but he is also very dry at times and like dense, and definitely a fucking nerd. He's like a huge nerd.
No, he has to be. To write fucking Cryptonomicon?
I like
Yeah.
Cryptonomicon.
Okay.
What, do you not? Did you?
I haven't reread it in like over 10 years.
I only read it once too, but I thought it was pretty cool.
I gotta reread Neil Stephenson, to be honest.
You don't have to if you don't enjoy him.
I mean, I like cyberpunk as a genre. I should reread it.
Your forces are under attack.
I'd be happy to do it. But right now I'm in my Philip K. Dick mood. Like, I want to read like the psychological mindfuck.
Your forces are under attack.
A friend of mine loves. I think it's like the three stigmata of Eldridge Palmer.
Yes, I've
Not enough.
One of his
I know
favorite
all
books.
of that book.
Your forces are under attack.
That the title alone intimidates me. Like, I'm scared. I don't- that sounds frightening. I don't want to read that book.
Have you heard of another PKD book called Ubik?
Yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't
That's
really
the-
know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't really know much about it either, but that is next on my list after I'm done with Time Out of Joint.
Your forces are under attack.
I've lost complete track of what's going on in Ozzy's game.
I just keep thinking about. I made some breakfast sausage last night, but I was like really impatient. I was just really hungry, and I kind of undercooked it a little bit. It was a little raw on the inside, and so now I just keep thinking about getting food sickness from it. I don't have any symptoms of food sickness, but
No, I think you're psyching yourself into it.
probably.
Your forces are under attack.
What's your favorite? What do you call it? Like what decides your favorite doneness? Is it called doneness?
I suppose for meat in general,
Yeah.
I guess medium. Well, when it comes to like sausage or like ground beef, it has to be at least medium.
Yeah, with sausage I wouldn't risk it.
With like a steak or a nice piece of fish, I do like rare or medium
My
rare.
boy, I approve.
Your forces are
I love steak with a little bit of blood in the middle. You know, makes me feel virile. Makes me feel like a real man. Like I just slaughtered the beast. The blood dripping down my chin.
your forces are under
See that there's the minute hour pouring through your pores right there.
The what?
The minute hour.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to say Minotaur. What is that from?
The comedy bit about the guy in the store. Let's see something truly offensive.
Oh, from God, what's that channel's name?
I don't
love
know.
that-
I don't know.
I love the one
forces are under
that you linked me recently, the most recent video about God, who's that fucking his name doesn't even matter, but yeah. When you want to go to sleep, close your eyes.
Oh, Wormwood?
Yeah, Wormwood. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I'm talking about the latest video that I sent you.
Oh,
The one we watched an hour ago.
oh, okay.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Snug bug in a rug.
your forces are under attack.
Scroll up a little bit in our voice in our chat history. It's so stupid.
Oh,
Forces are under attack.
it is a cute bug.
Who took this picture and why and how?
I think if you cover anything in a blanket like that, it probably looks pretty cute.
Yeah, but then it's not gonna rhyme with snug or bug or rug.
It might.
What if it's a cat?
I don't know.
Maybe you just call. Oh my god, the creep is blocking the CC from landing. It's
That's
so
actually-
annoying.
That's why I woke up this early. My cat didn't wake me up, but like, I kind of woke up and I was like looking. My cat was sitting on my bedroom windowsill, and then I called him over, started petting him, and I was like, "Oh, I love you, Pepper. You know, you're my cat. You're my guy." I was petting him for a while, and I'm like, "Okay, I have to wake up now."
I was gonna go to bed, but then I saw Ranged hop on and start streaming, and I've been here ever since. Been here
Where
for
the fuck
past
is
4
Range
hours.
now?
He left, and I'm not sure he's coming back.
Not enough energy.
I enjoyed his presence while it lasted.
He's a real fucking slobber knocker.
Yeah, it's a rubber rucker.
No,
The slapper snapper.
no, those aren't words.
It's a gritter fitter.
No. Wow, that's a lot of spores. Why does he have so many spores?
Battle cruisers.
That's a lot of hydras.
Your forces are under
Why is there so many hydras?
I guess it's transitioning to Hydra Lurk Defiler. He had Ultralisks earlier, but I guess the vessels are just getting way too much value. Like some of these vessels have like over 20 kills.
I'm just dead now.
No, you're still on it. Don't worry about it.
Your forces are under attack.
This guy is going to be on like 2 bases mining. He's definitely mined out of his main natural, so
And his third. It's 30 minutes in.
yeah, probably.
Your forces are under attack.
And he was making Ultralisks earlier, which means he did invest into like Ultra Cavern, Carapace upgrades, etc. So like, his gas has to be tight.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize we were mining the top left. Yeah, you got this in the bag. As long as you keep denying the bottom right bases, you got this. Can I ask you to send one fire bat to the bottom right? Can we name him Stanley?
Your forces are under attack.
This is a fine trade. Hydras are really expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you see Lings here is a good sign. That
Yeah.
means he's desperate. You wouldn't have mixed those Lings in if he wasn't like really desperate.
Yep, he's running low on gas. Oh,
Now
oh,
he's
oh!
bitching. Tell him to kill himself now.
No.
Okay, well tell him to harm himself. Non-lethally.
GG.
Oh man, that was a grind. What a first game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy can't even spell Zerg correctly.
What's up, Toto and Wolfix? True,
It's,
can't even spell Zerg. Alan Zreg.
Alan's rag. Come on, Ozzy, don't make fun of him. Everyone knows that's a traditional Polish last name.
He's Korean.
No, maybe the Korean servers are closer to him. Okay. Maybe he's a Polish player who lives in Korea, right? Globalization and all that, international markets.
He deleted his account.
I'd delete my account if I lost you too.
I would delete my account too. There was
Just-
that one game.
There doesn't have to be any qualifiers for you. You're just going to delete your account.
Yeah.
What map did we play on, Ozzy? On ladder? Was it Radeon?
When? What? You and me?
Like a year ago. Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't
remember.
recognize you. You recognized me.
I wouldn't remember. He said that he could have won earlier, and he should have just ended it.
Fair enough.
Is that
He's a
true?
conceptual winner.
I wasn't really paying attention back to
I mean, I tried very hard to lose this game in the beginning out of pure laziness.
Yeah. Yep. I also thought that like he got to 4 gases too quickly.
Yeah, no, he did for sure. But I learned playing against PB that Zerg being on 4 gas doesn't mean you automatically lose.
That feels like a slight against Phoebe.
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant it from playing against
know
him
it-
so often that I kind
know
of
it's not what you meant.
came to the realization the game is playable. He was the one that told me, is like, just because Zerg's on, he's like, you panic too much when Zerg's on 4 gas, you just try to end the game. I was like, yeah, because it's not winnable, and he's like, no, it is. So then I started playing differently and started winning some games, and I was like, oh, it's playable. It is crazy how much he skipped straight to the late game because of what I did. And I deserve that.
All right. I'm gonna mute, and I'm gonna drift back into sleep while watching the stream and hearing you guys talk.
Good night.
I gotta make it weird, man. This is so weird.
This is
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but
this is a king size bed, Ozzy.
it's a king-sized bed.
King-sized.
Yes.
This is such an awkward moment here. There was lurkers everywhere.
I'm just trying to get my visa, man. Don't judge me.
The game is so over right now, it is actually pretty funny.
You did lose. How many Marines did you lose to whole lurkers?
It was like 8 or 9. Plus the medics. Actually, no, I think it was 12. Might have been a full 12. I can't believe how over this game is in this game state. He did forget armor, though. That's a pretty big mistake. I'm about to be +2 and he hasn't even started +2 armor. It was a good play too, he got that one vessel there. The way he was... I canceled this on accident too, I did not need to cancel this. No. Yeah, I don't think I needed to cancel. It was at like 700. I've never seen someone make so many lurkers when doing this. Like, that was the part that was weird to me. I was like, this is just like pure lean lurker. Like, never seen lean lurker defiler. Only. What, he pulled drones there? I didn't even know I killed drones. He just doesn't have a Nidus here. He never made a Nidus this entire game.
Yeah, that is fucking weird.
Yeah. That's why I was leaning on that base so much. I was like, he just doesn't have a Nidus, so he has to keep sending his whole army down here, like, over and over again. I knew he didn't have this base. I was like, alright, we're mining pretty healthy on 3. Yeah, he's on 4, but we can keep trading, like, okay, and it's fine.
Did you ever watch Jurassic Park 3?
Which, yeah, I don't, probably.
It's the one where there's like a plane scene near the beginning where the main character from the first one, like the paleontologist guy, is named Alan, and he also stars in Jurassic Park 3. And on the plane, he falls asleep, and then he has a dream. On the plane, he's sitting on the plane, and he turns to his side, and there's a velociraptor sitting next to him, and it just yells, "Ellen!"
Oh, yeah, I do remember. Oh god, yeah, I remember.
That's the only thing I can think about now, looking at this guy's name. Ellen!
Oh god, yeah, I remember that. That's the
That's a
only
good
thing I
scene.
can remember. Like,
That's the only thing that I remember from that movie. Because the movie fucking sucked. But that was a great scene, though. That was one of the best scenes in movie history.
is it the one where they like reopen the theme park and try to like redo that whole thing?
It was, I forget the exact plot. It was like they lured. It was like two parents that like lured him onto an island because they were trying to find their lost child.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there was some ulterior motive from one of the parents, probably the father, because mothers are pristine; they never do anything wrong. I don't know. Either way, it was really bad. Like the plot was trash, but there was a velociraptor who said, "Ellen."
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. What do you think, Sterling? Doesn't the style look fun?
Where's Sterling?
He was in my YouTube chat.
Tell that bitch she got a voice.
I think what this guy did, because I started making BCs, he just decided, so he was going Ultra, and I guess it's just when you make BCs, he decides he's done with Ultra and he's going Hydra now. Like, that's what it felt like happened. Because he couldn't handle the BC, like, rally. I was just rallying BCs down here, like, legit. And he was, like, having such a hard time with it. And he's like, okay, I'm going Hydra now. He's got too many basements?
That's terrifying.
Who are we talking about? Who has too many basements?
Alan probably.
Oh, Alan?
But I wonder what he's doing with all those basements. It's kind of freaky.
That vessel has 21 kills. Well, we killed a Zerg that made it to 5 guys. I think I can be proud of that, right?
I like this guy went in with like a fuckload of Scourge, but he like ran past the two closer BCs to
Yeah.
go for the farthest one.
You just don't understand.
That's true.
If you understood, you wouldn't have said that.
I actually do understand. That makes it even worse.
I actually should have lost this game for like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, the Zerg wasn't too off base when he was complaining at the end.
Well, sucks to suck.
It does.
If he knew that I was functioning at 15% right now, he wouldn't have complained.
You think so?
Yeah, he would have been like, wow, this guy's a lot better than me. I have stuff like everywhere. It's like just randomly scattered everywhere. Do I have marine range? Sure hope so. It's kind of hard to tell against lings.
They just move so fast.
Yeah, I got range. For sure I got range. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why you gonna make me... Why you
Nice
gotta scare
job.
me like that, Wolpix?
Nice job, Ozzy.
I remember I got range because I had 2 on gas, and I was like, I have no gas to make anything
I
anymore.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. I had to cancel medics to start range because I had 2 on gas. That's what happened. It was a little bit awkward. We really grind this guy down, you know? Who won? The better player. Godlickers are so OP, man.
You're a lunch pail kind of guy, you know that, Ozzy?
A lunch bell?
Lunch pail kind of guy, you know? First one in, last one out. Sneaky athletic. Play for the front of the jersey, not the back.
I don't understand any of what you're saying.
Saying you're white.
Oh. That part's true. That part is very true. Hey, let me just mine this base for free. That's the reason he loses. This moment was a little scary.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. I kind of thought you were gonna lose.
Well,
you know,
I just didn't.
Only a little bit.
The way I controlled was not great.
If I could have seen that he had 20 drones and 60 supply, I wouldn't have thought that you were gonna lose.
I mean, I said it too, right? I was like, did I just lose? But little did I know. I don't know, like, it was kind of... I don't know, I have so many units, though. It wasn't even close. Even if he killed that base, he doesn't have the economy to keep going against, like, how much army I had. Right? I don't know.
Yes, that is correct.
This medic count's not great. I have so many vessels too, though.
Must feel so hard when you just have so many vessels you don't even know what to do with them.
Look, the replay's just going even though it's over. I've never seen... This is a new bug right here. I've never seen this bug before.
I've never seen them either. That's weird.
We got a new bug, boys!
What the fuck?
I kind of want to just leave it here at time 16 for like a couple hours and see what happens. Like, does eventually the elapsed time, does it have a max? It's exciting. New bugs are always exciting.
That's wild. This might... Maybe this has just always been a thing. Can you move?
They posted... Can I move? Yeah.
Like, around the map?
I can't control my units, though, for some reason.
That is weird that you can't control your unit.
I'm gonna leave this for a minute. Let's see what happens. Someone posted a picture of me and Goose's BSL pictures in the Chinese chat.
Oh, yeah?
And someone said, who is Gooseheaded? He brought a chicken too, but Ozzy is still the best. Based on the picture, Gooseheaded only loves cute chickens, while Ozzy loves dumb-looking chicken like most of us. So
Wow.
true, dude.
I love chickens of all types. I mean, not really. I guess I like eating them. I don't really love chickens.
Good morning,
Do you
Tiny.
like chickens? How do you like chickens as animals?
I think they're okay.
You don't think they're like incredibly retarded and they deserve to be eaten?
No. Well, when it comes to birds, most birds I feel like function so much on instinct that it's not really fair to judge their intelligence, you know what I mean?
Really? I mean, there are some incredibly intelligent birds.
Absolutely, of course. I'm just saying, like, in general, though, birds are so, like, I feel like birds are so, like, overpowered by their instinct, generally, that they don't get a chance to, like, think intelligently. Does this make sense? Do you kind of understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, but I just keep thinking of like crows. And
Crows are an
ravens.
exception. Like, there are definitely some birds that are the exception, like crows, ravens, even, like, magpies are decently smart. Like,
Even
there's...
pigeons are pretty fucking smart.
Yeah, like they're basically the ones that don't run from people is kind of what I mean. So like they're not being like overwhelmed by instinct, right? Whereas like
Yeah.
most birds are, where it's just like it's always flight, no matter what.
You know what I was kind of bummed to find out is that owls are kind of retarded.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking stupid.
Good morning, J Talks. That's interesting.
Even though they're cool as fuck.
I would never have thought that owls were dumb. They seemed like such intelligent animals to me.
I think it's just because they look so fucking cool. Everyone always just thought like they look spooky and cool.
So they
so
gotta
they
be
must
smart.
But
You
they're
think that,
actually just total retards.
do you think the timer goes beyond 9 hours? Like 9, 15? Do you think it'll go to 10 hours?
Probably goes to like 250 something. 255 something.
Why do you think that?
That's just the number.
It's the StarCraft number?
No, it's like the computer science number.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's something to do with binary. But like you know how there's like a unit limit in StarCraft too. Like
What's up, Nedward?
Edward Flanders.
Edward Flanders, man.
What is Ned short for? Is it
Ned.
just short for Edward?
I think it's short for Nathan. I'm not being serious.
Well, you know there are weird like
Yeah, there
there's
are.
weird like Hank is short for Henry. Like how the fuck did that happen?
And Bob is short for Will.
What?
Robert.
Okay. Fuck you. Let's see. Don't make fun of me.
What is the short name for William?
Bill?
Bill. That's what it is.
I'd much rather be referred to as Will or William than Bill.
100%. Bill is literally the worst name.
I don't know that it's.
I'm sorry if
It works.
anybody in my chat is named Bill. Not for saying what I said, but sorry that your name is Bill. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think they're worse names, but
What's worse
Bill
than
isn't a
Bill?
particularly good name. Well, you could be named like I don't know. One big pet peeve of mine is the fact that like everyone names their kids like retardedly spelled versions of like
Sure. But
Normal
what
name.
name is worse than Bill, Keen?
Jaden. Clayton.
Jaden is way cooler than Bill.
Jaden. I think Jaden is like the most bitch-made name ever.
Jaden is based off of the word jade, and jades are awesome.
You mean like the mineral?
Yeah,
Is it a mineral? I don't.
yeah.
No, it's not based off of that. It's just a retarded variation of Jason.
Of Jason?
I think so. Yeah.
Hang on, I'm looking this up.
Well, I
Where
mean, I don't know. I'm
did
not like
the
a fucking
name
expert, but
Jaden originate from?
it originated from fucking bougie, fucking retarded
Hebrew
white
name
people living in
Jaden.
the fucking Midwest.
Which means thankful.
Okay, that's super fucking bitch made.
What? I think that's
Your name is
cool.
fucking Thankful? Who the fuck would name your fucking son Thankful? That is so fucking bitch made. Thankful for what? Having retarded parents?
The name Bill, commonly a diminutive of William, also has roots in Old English and can refer to a bill or axe. Thanks. It also has
An
less
axe?
common origins as a short form of Williard, or as an anglicized version of the Greek name Basilis?
Okay, so if my two options were being named Will or Williard, I would 1 fucking million% go with Will.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Bill is literally the less cool version of every other option. Basically,
I have, like,
whatever your name
3
originally
friends that are
was.
named Will. I don't have any friends that are named Bill.
My brother is named Will, and we would never call him Bill, no matter how old he gets, even if he goes bald.
Okay, I don't understand the link there.
You're naming your son Corey?
I think Corey is a cool name.
Is there anybody you're thinking of, Sterling, when you say Corey?
Will you name him Corey 3?
Yeah, is he gonna be Corey 3?
God, I have to fucking get on your YouTube stream so I can talk to Sterling. Sterling, what the fuck? Why aren't you just in here right now?
I don't think anything's gonna happen, and I don't know if I want to wait for 10 hours.
Well, you never know. Something might happen.
I just don't want to let this new bug go to waste. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime bug. I've been playing this game for 26 years. I've never seen this one. Your son is already named Corey? Oh, because you... Yeah, I gotcha. Ever since the 10-0, you gained a Corey.
Why is my YouTube account just my name with a bunch of numbers next to it?
What's up, Evan Zufa 9155?
I don't like how you said that. It sounded like you're making fun of me.
You know what's funny is you guys will never know my real name. Isn't that great?
Oh, I thought your name was Williard.
No, it's not. Somebody asked me my name the other day. I think it was Remap.
What is your name?
Sean. Not gonna say, man.
Why? I told you my name.
You didn't tell me your name. YouTube showed me your name.
YouTube showed you my name, so why don't you show me your...
I'll speak on YouTube so you can see my name.
How do you say that?
Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Ozzy.
Oh, I thought... Okay, I thought it was Ozzy.
It is Ozzy. That's what I'm saying. Ozzy.
No, Ozzy.
No, Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Okay. I mean, I never correct anybody. It doesn't really matter. What kind of
What do you
bug is
mean? Why
this?
would you...
I don't know. I've never seen this one before. That's why we're doing it. Why would I what?
Why would you correct someone who's saying it correctly?
That's a good point. It's a very valid argument. In fact, that's one of the most valid arguments I've ever heard before. And I've heard a lot of valid arguments.
How many?
How many valid arguments?
Yeah.
Like 6.
What do you think was the most valid?
The one you said just now.
Oh. Cool. I have to go to the restroom real quick. Don't do anything fun while I'm gone.
Yeah, I want to get to 10 hours, but I don't know if I want to keep waiting. Swear to God, he's gonna go Guardian soon. Any minute now. Did he Zerg float its hatchery in the corner? No, I just had this weird bug where I was watching the replay and it just... After it was over, it just kept going instead. The only thing is... It kind of sucks that I'm streaming when this happened. Because I would just leave this and go about my day. And, like, come back. Like, tomorrow. I'm afraid if I close the replay, it's just gonna work again. And I can't do that, like, overnight or something. But I think I'm just gonna stop, because... It'll just keep going, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a limit, but I'd like to see what the limit is. But I think it's not gonna happen while we're sitting here watching. Like it would be too long. So, let's just go ahead and go. Can still do that. Feels wrong while I'm streaming. What was that, 1941? 22 points for an unranked guy? Wait, that guy had to have been pretty high ranked then. If I got 22 and he's unranked.
I just came back to see the end game screen, and this made me think, like, what if this just happens on every replay, but nobody stays, you know? But I was thinking, like, we can weaponize this for, well, I guess the only person who weaponized it is, like, Primal. Primal's going to start, like, he's going to see this. He's just going to start, like, sitting in replays for, like, 3 hours after he played to, like, puff up his score.
Radiant Silk Song! Yeah, I could see him doing that.
He's gonna start posting screenshots where he has, like, double the person's score.
Absolutely blasted him. I really should not have queued up for another game, to be honest, but maybe I'll try to cheese or something.
He's been dethroned.
Dethroned Aether, boys. King Aether.
No one has ever beaten Aether before, except for Primal.
I'm really bad at timing the return cargo on these.
What do you have to return cargo for with Terran?
If you do like the straight line, if you get it like halfway through, it'll do that right there, where it like doesn't decelerate and turns really fast. But like, see, watch what it does this time. It'll like decelerate, and then like, bleh, like that garbage.
I didn't know that.
But if you time it where it's like just right around like halfway, it's just, I don't get it very often. I'd like to practice it more. Like, there we go.
I liked it
That was
better
much
when
better.
it was just Zerg that could do that.
Yeah, it's like right around the halfway mark, right? Also depends on latency. Oh, we're at 24. Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
You should antagonize this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Not enough minerals.
Why that good latency with you? He must be a bitch.
Yeah, have you ever seen Asphyxia, the, What's the one called on Alpha Star? Is that it? On StarCraft 2? The way it, like, mines gas with Terran is so funny, dude. Have you seen it, Keen?
I have not.
So what the AI does when it mines gas as Terran is it builds a bunker between the CC and the gas. And then it just mines with one SCV where it loads on one side, unloads on the other, gathers, and then reloads and unloads on the other side. And it's so stupid looking.
And that's actually more efficient.
Yeah. I guess so.
That is.
I don't know if it's like more efficient so much as it's like at least same efficiency, right? But you're making a bunker instead of the
goofy looking.
two SCVs, so it's like more like supply and efficient and SCV efficient.
Wow. That is so dumb.
Yeah. I think it's awesome.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, StarCraft 2 is a really good game.
Not enough minerals.
I lost this SCV. Of course I'm getting... what is the pull timing? This seems late, no? What? How did that happen? Hello?
What's up?
This guy.
Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots required.
I think you just won.
You guys going? It's no speed yet.
Not enough minerals.
Wow, I'm one of your top fans, Ozzy.
And I love how it does that.
Forces are under attack.
Dude, I am
What's-
rolling.
I'm just below Sterling.
Wings are invincible, man.
That actually really pisses me off. Fuck you, Sterling.
I'm gonna do something that I should not do, which is attack him. Because I think this guy's really bad, and I might just lose for this.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only a couple ways you can lose, and this is one of them.
Yeah, let's turn back around now. You made a lot of wings.
Because like initially, when I saw you kill his like firstlings, and you had like 5 Marines,
Add-on complete.
you know, it would make sense to just go attack, but
Research
Got plenty of time.
State the nature of your
you know you're dealing with a complete retard.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, like, if I was a complete retard, what would I do right now? And the answer is make more lings.
That's pretty much exactly what happened. Like, in his brain. Is he just all inning now? Like,
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%.
he kind of has to. He has no drones.
enough minerals.
There is no other option for him. It's not too. Like
It's,
the drone count isn't too bad,
it's
but
not as bad as I would have thought.
it just means his mutas are going to be very delayed.
Yeah, it's already... Wait, 7 minutes, man. I should have gone factory. No, actually, this is fine.
Additional supply depots required.
I don't know what we're just making some turrets over here. Oh, I don't have any on my ramp.
I think you're making too many turrets, but that's fine.
He's really bad, Ian.
Yeah,
But I am making too many turrets.
way too many turrets. You haven't even seen a muta yet.
That's true. He might not even make any. It could be a fake spire.
Not a real one.
Not enough minerals.
In fact, no, he's been.
I don't think
droning.
he made a single. Oh, never mind.
He's been droning.
This is
Two mutas? Is it three? It must be at least 5 mutas. That's crazy.
I don't think he knows I'm coming, dude.
Yeah. He has no idea that you're coming.
State the nature of your medical emergency. Where does it hurt? Need medical attention?
Okay.
your forces
That all checks out, I think. Alright, start some sunkens. Better make some sunkens real quick.
You like put a geo chamber here, so. Oh shit, didn't work.
Nature of your medical emergency.
What the fuck?
Where does it hurt?
You think he's gonna start a sunken?
No, he's too. He's concentrating too much on the excellent. I feel like I know this person. I feel like I've seen this.
He's
ID.
NA because it was 24 low.
Look up his ID. I want to see. It.
I'm looking. I'm gonna feel bad if it's like someone I'm friends with and I was making fun of him like this the whole time.
Why would you feel bad about that?
His account name is Godlike. I no longer feel bad about it.
Okay, yeah, fuck that, dude.
Oh, he's on a 5-game loss streak right now.
Well, looking at your friends list here, drunkest as fuck, sad face, is a really pathetic
Wait,
ID.
who is that? Let me see what this is. That's Wolfix.
Wolfix, what the fuck?
That's funny.
You better have been super fucking drunk when you made that ID, because that is a cringy as fuck ID.
His last game was 3 months ago where he lost to DN Max.
Dang, you better have been hella drunk missing a fucking DN Max.
It is
does
funny.
that?
The name you picked to make fun of is Wolfix.
Wolfix is no longer a cool guy.
I'll let him know because he told me he's the cool kid and I'm the loser.
I know, we had this discussion just last night.
Yeah, he's been demoted.
Now you're gonna be in my dreams, Ozzy, as the cool kid.
Do I play? I feel like I shouldn't. I should go eat. Probably shouldn't
Yeah,
play
go eat.
anymore.
What are you gonna eat?
I don't know. Look in the freezer and see what's in there, I guess. Lunch. I'm just gonna eat lunch now.
I love lunch, dude.
Maybe I'll cook a pizza and go back to sleep. Wake up feeling
Ooh,
like crap.
pizza. Alright.
Well, considering how tired I am, I don't feel like I played that poorly today. These 2 games.
Really?
I mean, I was trolling a bit, but definitely that first game I was trolling. But then after that, I feel like I played okay.
Yeah.
Played good enough to make that guy mad. That accounts for something. Or I played bad enough to make that guy mad. That's probably actually way more accurate.
Well, you baited him. And outsmarted him.
Yeah, well, when I do a 6-minute move out into an obvious lurker rush, can see why he
when
would
you had
lose.
when you had multiple people in voice chat telling you there's stop work.
Well, it's not like I didn't know. I scanned Aspire starting at 6 minutes or 5.5 minutes or whatever it was, and scanned a finished hydrogen. I'm like, yo, let's get him. His meters are too late. Like, obviously, it was one of those moments where he was unranked, and I was like, maybe he's just really, really bad. That's kind of what was going through my brain.
Sometimes you just have to lull them into a false sense of security.
This is the problem when I play against people that are unranked. Is I always jump anytime something's off. I immediately jump to, okay, they're terrible. Let's just get the game over with, and then this causes me to lose quite often.
I jump to that conclusion even when they aren't unranked.
I mean, I did that with that last guy, where I just kept pushing into more and more lings. Thank God he doesn't know how to micro. Because I was winning fights that I should not have been winning. Was this 9 pull, by the way? It was like, it felt so late.
Damn, I actually feel
It
bad
was
for
overpool.
talking shit against this guy now because he
Was being
he
polite.
started the game by saying "good game, good
Yeah,
luck."
it was
have fun."
overpull. But who overpulls into... In fact, who overpulls in this matchup?
Doesn't Jimin?
Why did he did this so weird? Does Jimin? Jimin does 12 pull.
Does he?
Yeah.
It was kind of funny
But also overpull.
last night when they were doing the Team Melee.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing Team Melee last night.
Hawk was like, "Okay, PB, I'm going to teach you a really cool build," and he tried to like start guiding him through 12 pool, but then like almost immediately he was like, "Oh shit, I haven't done this in a long time. I don't remember the build."
That's great. Alright, so this is one of those moments this is the vibe I get when I'm trying to like coach CP others, okay? Where it's like, how do I teach them? Like, why do I have to teach them that this is not a good attack into this? This guy has 700 games on his account. Like, how does he look at this and think, I'm pretty sure I can take this fight right now?
I mean, he might just be tired, just like you.
And then Link started dying, and he's like, man, I did not go well. I don't know what went wrong.
I have definitely been in situations where I'm like, all right, I loaded up a game of StarCraft. I'm ready to go to bed. I don't give a fuck. I know this is stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. In fact, I can't even count the amount of times where I've been like, I know this is stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I do that so often. I love how this guy just made 1,000,000 lings instead of 1 sunken. And then he also made the sunken. I think that's my favorite part about it.
That is pretty admirable. It's admirable that he did so little damage there.
That's what I was saying, like... I can't believe how badly he's trading. Like, I actually would have thought that A-moving would do better than this.
He is... Wow, yeah, that's actually... Wow! Wow. That is so impressive that he did that badly.
But here's the best part, the next wave of lings still lost.
Also does nothing.
I mean, it kills a few, but it's still lost.
He could have wiped out this 4, but he's like, no, I'm gonna run away. Even if he killed those 4 Marines, like, he'd still be fucked, but...
And then afterward, you know what? I'll make the Sunken then. How's he? I
Yeah.
love how he's floating this many minerals after making like 30 lings, by the way.
Well, that is crazy, actually. Yeah, this guy is if he wasn't so bad, he could be like pretty good.
Yeah. How did he even have so much money? It's kind of crazy, actually. I guess he doesn't have a third hatchery. That's why. And at no point did he think, maybe I should build a third one because I have 1,000 minerals.
Well, yeah, eventually you're going to spend those on units, so you keep it in the bank for a rainy day.
Like, over time. Like, it is actually undeniable that at some point, those two hatcheries will spend all your money because the map will run out of minerals, and the hatcheries never stop producing larvae.
The hatchery means you're 300 down.
I love, too, that... I mean, this tracks completely with how he took that first fight when he saw 4 Marines and 3 SCVs and he's like, dude, I can take that. At no point did it occur to him that it was weird that there was 1 Marine in my natural. Like, just no reaction to the fact that there was nothing there. I like it. And then when I get here, he's like,
You're
oh
just
god,
you're just so bad.
I need to
that,
start some Sunkens. Oh, he burrowed to save these 2 drones.
Oh shit, that's actually so cool.
I didn't even see the burrow.
Ozzy, you're just so bad that he doesn't know how to play against you.
Yeah, I actually get that quite often. I lose because, or I win because I'm bad. You can lose because they're bad. Artosis proved it every day.
Mhm. This guy is basically the Zerg-Artosis. I don't even know why I'm talking shit about this guy. He's just some random dude.
He seems like a nice guy too. I think the only
He
reason he
does
didn't
seem like
GG is because I didn't say anything back. But you probably said it because we were 24 low and... you know. Maybe I'm a bad guy.
Maybe he's a bad guy.
You know what? It could be, you know in League of Legends? Like when you're in the lobby and someone's like really positive? Those are always the scummiest people when you start losing. He might be one of those guys.
Well, do you know why that is?
Why is that?
Well, it's because they're trying to overcompensate. They're like, they know that they're a toxic piece of scum,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like trying to be better, but they're not trying very hard.
Yeah.
So they think that if they say like one positive thing before the game even starts,
Kind of gives them... like kind of cancels out a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's super logical.
hey,
And I'm
You
gonna be
joke,
honest, with the account name Godlike, he's definitely a League of Legends player, right?
he maybe you joke, but I swear to God, I think that's actually the case. I think that's their line of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right. I have no idea. Genuinely, I can't even like begin to comprehend how those people think when they say the things that they say. I don't even try. I feel like I'm a very understanding person, and those are people that I can't understand.
I've actually tried playing solo queue with like chat off before, or like I immediately ignore anyone who's being negative, but
Yeah.
that has no effect because they will drag others down
Yeah, of course.
with their BM. So
I've had so many games where, because I'll do that too, like when I was playing League before, I would just insta mute all, and feel like in my head it's so funny the way the game's playing out in my head is like, yo, me and this guy are doing really well together. Like, oh, that sucks for him, or oh, I should have been there. That was tough, you know, a little bit unlucky, etc., etc. And it's like in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm like doing, you know, my team, we're getting along pretty well. We're doing our best, and then the game ends and we get into the lobby and everybody's freaking out. Like,
oh, it's the worst if you're playing like jungle. for
yeah, I was always a
example.
jungler. I hated it. That's why I started doing mute all, because when you're the jungler, you are 90% of the time the target for everything that goes wrong.
You can have like a 10-0 record and you've like helped
Yeah.
one or two lanes like completely dominate, but then there's like the other lane that is just completely abysmal and like talking shit constantly. I'm like,
Yeah, my favorite is when like top lane, for instance, is like they got a bad matchup and they're being pushed into their tower, but I path in a way to like gank bot lane, and it's like I go bot and like get 2 kills or whatever, and then my top laner gets tower dove 1v1 and he just starts freaking out and spam pinging and then like ends. And it's just like, man, my bad. My bad on that one. I should have been there too. But it's like, dude, or like the worst to me, that's whatever. The worst to me is like when you're ganking one side and their jungler's ganking the other, and both ganks are successful, which causes the losing lane to just like lose their minds. Like, it's not like I didn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, both junglers did something, just on opposite sides of the map.
I don't even understand when top laners get mad about that shit because it's like, first of all, there is like wildly imbalanced matchups in top lane,
Mm-hmm.
and that's regardless of your jungler. And it's also just like the most isolated, like the longest lane. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you get fucked over by their jungler, I mean, I don't know. It's like,
This guy again.
why would you play top lane if you're just gonna be a little bitch boy?
I think this guy
Like, you know
recently.
what you're signing up for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
I read you. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain. I read you. I read you.
I'm gonna try to go to bed
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay.
later.
See ya.
Right away, sir.
See ya.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I was going to try to make a joke, but I just want to say that I appreciate you.
Okay.
And I don't mean that to be a joke. No, seriously, I thank you. Listen,
No problem.
I
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Roger that.
think you're a good guy.
I am a good guy.
SCV good
All right.
to go,
I
sir.
can agree with that.
Orders received.
Ugh.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots.
I should not have queued up again. There's no way this was a good idea. What map am I even on? What map am I even on? Can't tell if it's Polestar or... like Polestar.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Maybe just like try to two-factor something off of a 12 gas, why not?
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Job finished. I read you. Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain. Orders received. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Orders received. You want a piece of me, boy? Let's move. Orders, Captain. Jacked up and good to go.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Job right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Piece of me, boy. Rock and roll. I read you. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Job standing by. I can't feel it. I read you.
It was like 12 Nexus.
Standing by. Yes, sir. Standing by. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Yep.
Affirmative. I read you. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Commander, go. I read you. I read you. Roger.
Unfortunately, we last scouted it too.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
Job finished. Reporting for duty.
Additional supply depots required.
I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders received. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Standing by. Outstanding. Go, go, go. All right. Bring it on.
Your forces are under attack.
I dig. Commander.
Yeah, we just lose.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Should probably attack with the SCVs too, huh?
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Job finished. I read you. Give me some of this shit. Orders received. I read you. I read you, sir. Something on your mind? No problem. You want a piece of me, boy?
Get him so.
I read you. I read you, sir.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Give me some of this shit.
Some kind of trolling.
I read you.
It's like the worst.
What do you want?
It's not good. We'll say that.
Standing by. Yeah?
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Research complete.
Something on your mind? Yeah? Ready to roll out. Yeah? SCV good to go, sir.
Minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I read
Not
you.
enough minerals is under attack.
Oh, is that it? I dig. Affirmative. Go, go, go. Sir. I read you, sir. Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Roger that. Identify target. Orders, Captain. I read you.
It's good, but
On, sir. Ready to roll out.
not necessarily in this scenario.
Forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Moving. Delighted to, sir. I read you, sir. Yeah, I'm going.
Additional supply depots required.
Identify target. Destination. I read you, sir. Destination. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Your forces
Honestly, if I didn't supply block so much, this might have still worked.
Absolutely. Destination. Identify
Nice click. Yeah, very good.
read you, sir. I read you. SCV good to go.
I think we could have still made this work, unironically.
Read you. Ready to roll out. Moving. Identify target on. Yeah, I'm going. Orders, Captain.
not enough
Good
minerals.
to go, sir. No problem. I dig. Orders, Captain.
We're gonna push again.
SCV good to go, sir. All right. Bring it on.
He'll never see it coming.
I read you. Affirmative. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
We actually could have made this work, I think, like, unironically.
Yeah, I'm going. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
It's doomed now, but
SCV good to go,
We had a chance.
Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
SCP good to go, sir.
Let's get an observer here.
Yes, sir. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Destination? Absolutely. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Identify target. I read you. Yes, sir. Delatitude, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Identify target. Moving. All right. Good to go, sir. Destination? Absolutely.
This is pretty hopeless, but
Orders, sir. Delatitude, sir. What do you want?
it's always good to believe in something.
Orders, sir. Absolutely. SCP good to go, sir. Orders, sir. Delatitude, sir. SCP good to go, sir. I dig. Job finished. Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Identify target. Moving. Delatitude, sir. Orders, yes, sir. Identify target. Bring it on. Yeah, I'm going. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Identify target. I read you, sir. Oh, is that it? Rosie.
Upgrade complete.
I dig.
Your forces are under
No
attack.
problem. Delatitude, sir. Something on your mind? I dig. Oh, is that it? SCP good to go,
Your
sir.
forces are under attack.
No problem. Yes, sir.
Okay, we can go next. Yeah, if I actually were building depots, I think I could have contained and won this game unironically. Just kind of troll. It is unfortunate we last scouted. I also pulled way more SCVs than I meant to. Had like 3 on the mineral line. Not great. Yeah, if I did this properly and it wasn't supply blocking, I think I can contain him here for an eternity. He'd have to like shuttle out, right? But when he'd retry to take the Nexus, I had a chance to actually get a lot out of this if I weren't supply blocking. But whatever. And I also just wasn't looking here. Took a bunch of damage from my own mine. Yeah, whatever. It's fun. This is giving me the itch to keep playing, though, which is not a good sign. Oh, did my stream die? Man, my stream has been cutting out, like, once or twice. Like, every stream lately. Kind of pain. Cho Young Pill.
I read you. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain?
Two-fact is kind of fun, though.
Right away, sir.
I mean, that wasn't like a proper two-fact, but
Affirmative.
this is laggy.
SCP good to go, sir.
I mean, it's probably Chinese, so I usually get 12 with Chinese. Fortunately.
Orders, Captain? Orders received. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
Report
Not
for
enough
duty.
minerals.
Orders received. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Orders, Captain?
Why am I playing right now, guys? This is such a mistake.
I read you. SCP good to go, sir.
Such a mistake.
Sir? Affirmative.
Oops.
Reporting for duty.
Well, it's 10:40 now.
SCP good to go, sir.
Technically, it's not too early in the morning anymore. But I woke up at 6 a.m. and I went to bed at 1 a.m.
I read you. SCP good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
I'm pretty annoyed about my screen dying. Oh, it's like, how do I have no money?
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Roger that. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Oh,
Not enough minerals.
Orders received. Orders, Captain?
oh! I just realized what part of the problem is. The reason my clicking's off. I had to put the cord back on my mouse. It really does make a big difference for me.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
It was low on battery.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Piece of me, boy. Go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
Good to go. Let's move.
Just no reaction, huh? Nice, we got the stuck bug.
Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Sir. Go, go, go. Standing by. Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding. Commander, rock and roll. Go, go, go. SCV good to go, sir. Jacked up and good to go. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. I read you. I read
It's gonna be the slowest 2-pack you've ever seen.
Affirmative.
Last scout again.
Good to go, sir. I read you. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. Standing by. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Commander. Reporting for duty.
Couldn't put back on gas.
Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go. Standing by. I read you. Jacked up and good to go. Commander. Go, go, go. Standing by. SCV good to go, sir. Let's move.
Add-on complete.
Roger that. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Standing by. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Affirmative. Roger that. Yes, sir. Orders received. Job's finished. I read you.
Is he really not suspicious? This is so obvious.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. Right away, sir. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir.
Wow.
Your forces are under attack.
You guys hear my stomach?
Add-on complete.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
I'm hungry.
Orders received. Roger that.
Base is under attack.
Reporting for duty.
What's up, game?
Commander. Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Piece of me, boy.
Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Job finished. Commander.
Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I feel like it was really obvious that's what I was doing, but he didn't notice. He actually said GG too, that's crazy. We're just kind of making up our own version of a 2-pack. I have no idea the correct way to do a 2-pack. We're winging it. This seems like it was late. Like, very late. It was probably really late. Yeah, I need to watch an actual 2-pack and see the correct way to do it. At least get more of a general idea.
Rushed him.
True. But he saw I had 2 on gas. This bunker is, like, ridiculously forward. To make it where he can't scout my CC. But I was like, when I came in and I saw him go Robo and making probes, I was like, man, he went 2 goon probes. Was this 23 Nexus? It was, right? Looked like 23. Yeah, so he goes 23 Nexus, and then goes probes instead of goon into Robo, and just stays on 1 gate. Like, he actually had no idea. I mean, he's just dead. Okay. Great game. Alright, I need to go eat and probably sleep some more, because I have not slept nearly enough. Nice little morning stream, I guess. How long did I even stream for? About 2 hours total, I guess. GG. I'll be back later tonight. Do something. We'll do some StarCraft something. But alright, thanks for tuning in this morning, guys. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.